some other people a chance.
Well, the reason I ask that is because, I mean, I'm wondering whether you've carried out any sort of scientific poll to actually determine how popular he is. Because
no, we have.
I remember in 2023.
Yes, we have.
When you were sitting where you're sitting now, and I interviewed you,
yes,
and I quoted the polls to you that suggested that Mr. Tinubu was only marginally popular.
Yes.
And you disputed that.
Yes.
But in the end, he could only manage less than a third of the vote, or around a third.
Yes.
While the two leading opposition candidates got collectively 2/3 of the vote.
True. Throughout the polling before the 2023 election, we knew that the election was going to be tight, very tight. But we were ahead. We knew we were going to be tight. We have done some polling. And I have mentioned some time ago that in many parts of the country, particularly in the southeast and the north, President Tinubu has 91% disapproval rating. Even in Lagos, he has 78% disapproval rating. Okay, in some states,
and that's a scientific poll.
It's a scientific poll, right. and in some states in the southwest, he's doing a bit better. Ondo, Ekiti, he's doing better than 78% disapproval rating, but there is nowhere he's doing better than 50%, even in the southwest. The guy is gone. He's performed miserably. The economy has tanked. The security architecture has failed.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is indeed in trouble. Going by the polling number that Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, one of the arrowheads of the coalition, being arranged to ensure that Tinubu becomes a one-term president. What he revealed in that claim shows that Tinubu should be worried, and it's now understandable why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in panic mode, which could explain why just merely 2 years into his administration, he's everywhere looking for endorsement, looking for defection of governors. These are the kind of things you do towards the election period, but doing it at the midtime was an indication of a government that is in a panic mode. And that has been exposed by the polling that has so far been done by the coalition that want to kick him out of office by May 2027. And that numbers should worry President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm sure he's aware of it, because just as the coalition was doing that polling, I believe that they are also doing their own internal polling, which was a gap that they think they will fill it by coercing other opposition governors to join APC. Okay, but the numbers are not looking good at all for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Given that he emerged, from what you heard, he emerged from a very tight campaign the last time. He emerged from a very tight campaign. And I will tell you later why numbers matter, why you should not dismiss these numbers that was read out by Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State, former chieftain and founding member of the APC, and now a member of the Social Democratic Party, and looking forward to moving to any other party that the coalition may decide to use as a launch pad to kick Tinubu out of office in 2027. And when you look at the numbers he presented, or he read out, he said that Tinubu has disapproval rate of 91%. That is terrible. That is terrible. That is total loss of confidence in a leader. He has 91% disapproval rate in northern Nigeria and in southeast. That is troubling. Now, when you have that kind of figure, that rate of disapproval, how can you win a free and fair election? Now, according to the numbers, even in Lagos, a state that Tinubu had been in charge, he was governor there for 8 years. He has been the de facto governor even up to today, because nobody becomes governor without his approval. He determines who will be governor. So like one of the characters in Mario Puzo's Godfather, Tinubu has Lagos in his pocket like so many nickels and diamonds. Now, for a state he has been in charge from 1999 to date, he has 78% disapproval rate. That should worry anybody, because after all, they say politics is local. Even in Lagos, he has 78% disapproval rate. And don't forget that Lagos was where P2B beat him. Seriously. In fact, numbers from the PDP say that P2B beat Bola Ahmed Tinubu with a very wide margin, different from what INEC presented. Even PDP, who contested the same election, said that Peter Obi of the Labour Party beat Bola Ahmed Tinubu with a very wide margin. But when the result came out, the wideness of the margin had been narrowed by INEC. So in that state, he is having 78% disapproval rate. 78%. And Malam Nasiru said he's doing well in some few, even in the whole of Southwest, where he's doing well is places like Ekiti. He said places like Ekiti and Ondo, where he's doing better. But even that place is doing better. He's not doing better in the sense that his the approval rate is lesser, is higher. It's just that in Ekiti and Ondo State, he is doing better than 78% disapproval rate. So between Ekiti and Ondo, perhaps his disapproval rate is maybe 70%, maybe 68%. But there is no way, nowhere his disapproval rate, even in the Southwest, is below 50%. So that's why El-Rufai is saying that the man is gone. That the man is gone, even in the Southwest. If the election will be fair and fair, that's what it means. So the guy is gone. That he has performed miserably. The economy has tanked. The security architecture has failed. And of course, if you ask the simplest question, are you better off today than you were 2 years ago? You know the kind of answer you get from Nigerians. No Nigerian, except those benefiting directly from this government, how many are they who claim that they are better off today than they were 2 years ago? Looking at the numbers, food inflation is over 40%. The money you spend on data today, you spend more on data today than you did 2 years ago. Because of so much tariff, the telecommunication companies are being strangulated by tariffs. They are passing it on to we, the common people. And everybody's feeling the pinch. You buy 5,000 data, buy 2,000 data. Before you post one or two things, it's gone. Are we talking about the so-called minimum wage of 70,000 naira, which is less than 30,000 naira that was being paid 2 years ago under Buhari? Is it how much you pay for transportation? How much you were buying a liter of fuel 2 years ago and how much you are buying it today? How much you were buying goods? Because Nigeria is an import-dependent nation. Because of the value of the naira that has become the worst performing currency in Africa and one of the worst performing in the world. Naira has literally collapsed. So the cost of imported goods has hit the roof. So what else can you say that makes your life better than it was 2 years ago under the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? For those who may doubt these pulling numbers, I think El-Rufai and co, they did this thing for their own consumption. It's not for public consumption. That was an internal polling done by the coalition. Okay, I'm sure that the Tinubu people are also doing internal polling to find out how people are feeling about them in their midterm. That's what any reasonable organization should do. But if you doubt these figures, you can also conduct your own, and you can also make your own public, so that we'll be able to see whether El-Rufai is wrong in the numbers he presented. But I keep saying it, numbers matter. Numbers matter. Let me shock you. Ahead of the 2023 presidential election, there were opinion polls that shows that Peter Obi was the leading candidate for that election. Peter Obi was the leading candidate. He was the candidate to beat. You saw ANAP Foundation poll. Peter Obi was leading. Now, the other time, Yeso Wike wanted to claim that ANAP rigged their polling to favor Peter Obi because ANAP founder, who is the Peter Side, the owner of this bank, the founder of this bank, it's just escaped me. But Otedo Peter Side, he is the founder of Stanbic IBTC Bank. Good. That is because he supports Peter Obi, so he rigged ANAP poll in favor of Peter Obi. But if that was what was the case, why did the opinion poll by the CNN show that Peter Obi was leading? Why did the opinion poll by the Bloomberg, by several other people, was saying that Peter Obi is the man to beat? People were deriding that opinion poll, saying that it was an online poll, it was this poll, it was that poll, it's nowhere. But when the election came, Peter Obi was cruising to victory in line with that poll before INEC shut the transmission deliberately, according to Lai Mohammed. Before INEC shut the electronic transmission of the result, Peter Obi was cruising to victory, and it was a confirmation of that opinion poll. Several opinion polls that were conducted at that period. Peter Obi was cruising to victory. So numbers matter. And anybody who doesn't take numbers serious at this level of leadership quest, then that person is not serious. So I'm sure that these numbers, even though we know that Tinubu and co must have done their own number, internal polling, and see that things were terrible, that made them to be searching for endorsement right, left, and center. These numbers revealed by El-Rufai should be giving them sleepless night. It is to tell them that it's not about defection, it is about what the people feel. on the ground. It therefore means if the election is free and fair, Tinubu is not going to find it easy at all. At all. That's my take. I don't know what to think about the numbers, the polling numbers, internal polling numbers by the coalition, which El-Rufai talked about. Do you think those numbers are realistic? Those disapproval rate of Tinubu in the south, in the southeast, in the north, and even in the southwest. Do you think they are realistic? Do you think they will have impact in the coming election in 2027? Whatever is your position about that, those numbers, about polling before elections, whatever is your view, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you.